everybody, Miles J here, and I'm back with another tag video because I haven't finished my Picasso cosplay tutorial yet, and I really need to finish it, but I can't find all the tools, and I still need to buy some cosplay stuff, but I haven't really gotten to that part yet, so it's not really done, but because I really love questionnaires. This tag video was created by Bubs Beauty, and I really love watching Bubs Beauty, and I thought this was a really interesting tag video, filler video, so I'm gonna make that for y'all, because I made a video in like 10 days, so. What is your guilty pleasure? Well, you see, I've given up guilty pleasures. The thing is I believe that if I'm not hurting anyone or myself by indulging in a thing that I enjoy, then I should be able to do it freely without being guilty. So that is how I determine whether or not I should have a guilty pleasure, and therefore I do not really have any guilty pleasures. Bonk. Share something you did a long time ago that you're still ashamed of. Well, one time I looked up gay porn while I was staying at my cousin's house before school, and you see my uncle had this proxy thingy-majigger where he could see what everybody was looking at, basically the history. And you know, I forgot to delete that. My uncle saw that and he told my mom, and my mom straight up slapped me in the face twice. And I was like that little boy in the GIF. You know, before I burst out into tears. Share one bad habit you have. Sometimes I don't let the people around me help, and some other times I let the people around me do everything for me. So it's like I think I'm a piece of shit or that I'm Beyonce, and I'm struggling between the middle ground in between that to not be afraid to let people help me, but at the same time I need to be able to learn how to help myself and do things by myself. So I struggle with that all the freaking time, and sometimes it makes things complicated, more complicated than it really needs to be, and I'm working on it. Reveal one lie you've told, big or small. Yes, this is my real hair. What is one silly thing you got upset or angry over? A long time ago when I was like 10 or something like that, I got stuck on one level on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which is a serious game. If any of y'all have played it, it is not the easiest thing to beat. So I got stuck, right, and I was so mad that I just refused to play it. So I let it sit there for like a decade, and then I passed the level, I was like, woo! And then I got stuck on the very last level, and I will never play it ever again. Except for versus battles, those are fun, but the main story is like, no. Something you're really bad at. Getting out of bed and like starting my day. I don't know what it was, like school, getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to do my face. I hated that part of the morning, and now that I don't have school or like a job that I really need to get up for, besides, you know, this one, which is why I keep neglecting you guys every week. So I just be waking up at like 2 p.m., 3, 4, like, girl, it's been real bad like the past couple weeks. Like, I feel like I'm like in another dimension because of how many hours I spent sleeping. It's cray. Share something you preach but never do. Any piece of relationship advice I've given anyone ever at all. Have you ever stolen before? If so, what? A long time ago, I stole this blue Nintendo SP. It still works. It also had Super Mario World Advance 2 in it. I took it right off of this desk, and that was that. And then the next day, there was a guidebook for Super Mario Advance 2 just laying around, and I took that too. Reveal one act of revenge. When I was a kid and played soccer, this one boy, I don't know who he was mad at me for scoring a goal, or maybe it was somebody else that scored a goal, but the point was we scored a goal, and he was mad, and we were resetting our positions in the soccer field, and he like slapped me really hard in the butt. Now, I don't know if it was it didn't feel like a good job slap because he was on the opposing team, and first of all, he slapped me in the butt, and I was like, I don't know you like that, sir, so you can't just be slapping me in the butt. So I was really upset by this, and the next round, when I finally got the soccer ball in between my legs, I kicked it over to him, and by kicking it over to him, he started to get the ball and try to go to the other direction. So I tripped him, he fell on the ground, the soccer ball was laying in between his legs. I putted the soccer ball in between my legs all the way up his body until I reached his face and was bobble putting his head in between my legs like until the referee went and like called everybody off the field. I don't really know if anybody caught that, But, you know, I was basically beating his ass on that soccer field. I was like, why did you touch my ass? You didn't have any, like, I didn't, and he gave me a look, now that I think about it, like, when he like, turned around and looked back at me after he did that. And I was like, no. So, I handled that, needless to say, and it might have been over, now that I think about it, it might have been, I probably went too in on him, but, you know, I don't know, sometimes I just think I have anger issues. Name somebody you used to envy. Mainly my brother. He used to go out all the time and leave my bum ass stuck at home in the middle of nowhere. Y'all don't understand. The bus stop was an hour away from our house. An hour. Now key in the fact that we lived in the hot ass fucking desert, and your answer is hell no. What is the most mischievous thing you did in your childhood? Namely, everything, but most of the bad things I did were to my brother. Like, I dropped a backpack on him from 2 stories. Like, above my stairs, I went upstairs and dropped his backpack on him. I was like, bye. I also read his diary to another person. Like, I was going to hell. I was headed straight for the path to hell during those times. I was like running towards them fiery gates. But then, somewhere in the middle, like when we moved, I turned the other cheek and I didn't have no friends no more. So nobody knew who I was, and I believe that's when my life probably turned around. Because I swear, if we had stayed in Alaska, I probably would have been the most evilest little shit that y'all would ever know. So yep, that's it for my Guilty Confessions tag. Thank you, Bubs Beauty, for creating such a lovely tag to share all my dirty, dirty secrets with all of you. So now it's your turn. Do me a favor, answer any of the questions that I've answered down below in the comments about one of your guilty confessions. And I'd be happy to read those and see what some of yours are. Because now that I spilled all my dirt up on this dashboard. And the people that I tagged to this video are Soundly Awake Akila, Loser Luigi, Megan Bowen Cho Nun Mi Gook Saram, if you're watching. And that's all I can think of right now. So go, if y'all want to do it, then if you don't, then don't. It's okay, I'll still love you, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'll have a real awesome video for y'all at the end of this week. And just pray for me, please, because this is not going to be easy. So thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.